Okay, so for this section, I'm going to be cutting the styrofoam to shape. For this I have a set square. This is a large set square I've had for a long time. You can get one from any sort of art store or general supply store. What I'm going to be doing here is just taking a long sharp knife. This is a filleting knife that I use when I go fishing. You can use any long sharp knife. Remember, it needs to be very sharp, otherwise you will crush and or potentially tear pieces of the polystyrene apart when you don't intend to. Now I'll be using this same knife to effectively fillet or cut this piece of styrofoam in half because it is too thick for what I need. So what I'm going to do is line up this piece here and just run this along here like that. So that should come away. Again, with the ridiculously sharp knife, put it back in the sheath. You should end up with a nice clean line that doesn't have any crushed polystyrene on it. And you can see that I've just started my cut along here, so I'm going to finish that now. Just doing it as carefully as you can. Stay in the center of the polystyrene. When the polystyrene will bend, with the benefit of a knife like this, the filleting knife, is that it will bend with the polystyrene. So don't have to worry too much about it. Don't worry if you do mess it up, because when you paint these pieces, you'll be able to cover up 2 pieces as well. Now this piece is going to be a piece of my ramp, so I've actually got a sort of ledge here, so I'll be pasting building walls in here and have the building edge come along here, and then I'll have an additional wall here. So it'll be a small rectangular building with maybe a well or something here. And then I'll texture this area to be sand to match the rest of my terrain, and then color and dye it, same as the rest of my bases on my miniatures. Now keep in mind, if you don't have all the pieces that you need for a terrain build, you can always then, for example, break some of these pieces off, because this is now quite thin as opposed to the original starting height. So I'm going to actually break this part off here, like so. And what it does is it gives me the jagged edges here. So what I'm going to do is when I build these walls in, I'm going to have it make it look like a bomb went off. So I'm going to add some PVA glue, get some small pieces of styrofoam just to fill in these parts here. Then I'm going to fill in any blanks with PVA glue and sand, and then meld the whole lot together so it looks like it was a rectangular building and then something has struck this section of the building. And I'll be using this little disposable styrofoam food container to make the any windows or anything like that. So I'll take a small Sharpie pen, draw any window designs on here, cut them out with some tags, and then use some bamboo skewers just as small studs coming out of the main styrofoam, poking into the bottom of this styrofoam, just to hold them in place while the PVA glue sets. And that way you have different widths, because it'd be very hard to cut to sort of thickness. So you're really only going to be using large panels like this for windows, and you can use smaller panels like this for, say, bunker windows and that sort of thing. So don't throw any of it out. You can always use it. So off we go.